In a world where culinary creativity knows no bounds, a simple sandwich could spark an epic legal battle. Yes, you heard that right. What began as a delicious idea quickly transformed into an outrageous courtroom drama. A quaint little deli in the heart of a bustling city, renowned for its gourmet sandwiches. The owner, a passionate chef named Marco, spent years perfecting his craft. One day he concocted a revolutionary sandwich, a combination of flavors that had never been seen before. It was a masterpiece, a harmonious blend of textures and tastes. But little did he know, this culinary triumph would lead him into a whirlwind of controversy and conflict. Just weeks after Marco introduced his creation, things took a shocking turn. Enter Lisa, a rival deli owner who claimed that Marco had stolen her idea. The two faced off in a heated exchange that would soon escalate into a full-blown trial. Can you believe this actually happened? As the news spread, the public was divided. Some supported Marco, praising his innovation. Others rallied behind Lisa, arguing that she had documented her recipe long before Marco's creation. The media quickly picked up on the story, dubbing it the Great Sandwich Trial, and it captured the imagination of food lovers and legal enthusiasts alike. As the trial date approached, the tension mounted. Both sides gathered evidence, witnesses, and expert opinions. The courtroom became a battleground, a place where culinary genius collided with the law. The stakes were high. Who would emerge victorious in this unexpected clash of sandwiches? On the first day of the trial, the atmosphere was electric. As the judge entered the courtroom, everyone held their breath. Marco's attorney, a charismatic and sharp-witted lawyer named Sarah, stood to present her case. She painted a vivid picture of Marco's journey, his passion for food, his dedication to his craft. She emphasized that Marco's sandwich was not just a meal, it was a labor of love. But Lisa's attorney, a seasoned litigator named Frank, was ready to counter. He argued passionately that Marco had not only copied Lisa's recipe, but had also stolen her concept. The courtroom erupted as he revealed a series of emails and sketches that, according to him, proved Lisa's invention predated Marco's. This was more than just a battle of sandwiches, it was a clash of culinary philosophies. Marco believed in innovation and creativity, while Lisa claimed the importance of protecting one's intellectual property. As the arguments unfolded, the tension was palpable. Witness after witness took the stand. Chefs, food critics, and even food scientists were called to testify. Each brought their perspective on what constitutes a true invention in the culinary world. Some argued that recipes are meant to be shared, while others insisted that originality must be protected at all costs. At one point, a renowned chef known for his avant-garde approach to food testified on Marco's behalf. He described the sandwich as a symphony of flavors, emphasizing Marco's unique approach. The courtroom buzzed with excitement. Would this expert testimony be enough to sway the jury? But then the unthinkable happened. Frank introduced a surprise witness, an old friend of Marco's who claimed to have heard Marco discussing Lisa's recipe long before he created his sandwich. The courtroom fell silent. Was this the turning point in the trial? As the trial continued, the public's interest grew. Social media exploded with hashtags like Sandwich Showdown and Justice for Food. Influencers began to weigh in, sharing their opinions and even creating their versions of the disputed sandwich. The story transcended the courtroom, becoming a cultural phenomenon. Meanwhile, back in the courtroom, Sarah fought back. She meticulously dissected the claims of the surprise witness, showcasing inconsistencies in his statements. The jury watched intently, captivated by the unfolding drama. Was this witness credible, or was he merely a pawn in Frank's strategy? As the days turned into weeks, the trial took unexpected twists and turns. Sarah introduced evidence showing how Marco had independently developed his sandwich, presenting a timeline of his recipe development. The jury seemed intrigued. But the pressure was mounting. Frank countered by showing that Lisa had been experimenting with similar ingredients for years. He argued that such combinations were not uncommon in the culinary world, asserting that inspiration could easily be drawn from others' work. The audience held their breath, wondering who would ultimately prevail. Amidst the legal maneuvering, the emotional toll began to show. Marco, once brimming with confidence, started to feel the weight of the trial. His passion for food became overshadowed by the stress of litigation. Would he lose not just his creation but also his livelihood? The trial reached a climax when both sides delivered their closing arguments. Sarah, with a fiery conviction, urged the jury to recognize the importance of creativity in the culinary arts. "Innovation thrives on inspiration," she declared, her voice echoing through the courtroom. To stifle creativity is to stifle the very essence of what makes food remarkable. On the other hand, Frank took a more somber approach. He reminded the jury that protecting one's ideas is crucial in any field. Imagine a world where chefs could not safeguard their inventions. We must uphold the rights of creators, lest we risk losing the integrity of the culinary world. As the jury deliberated, the tension in the courtroom was unbearable. Would they side with innovation or uphold the principles of intellectual property? After what felt like an eternity, the jury returned with their decision. The courtroom fell silent as the foreman stood to deliver the verdict. "We find in favor of." The pause was deafening, gasps filled the room. "Marco!" Cheers erupted from Marco's supporters, while Lisa's side looked devastated. It was a ruling that shocked many, but also sparked discussions about the nature of creativity and ownership in the culinary field. Yet the story didn't end there. In the aftermath of the trial, both Marco and Lisa found themselves at a crossroads. Rather than letting the animosity fester, they agreed to collaborate. What emerged was a new line of sandwiches that blended their culinary philosophies, creating a fusion that delighted the palates of many. The trial over a disputed invention of a better sandwich became not just a legal case, but a lesson in creativity, collaboration, and the spirit of innovation. It highlighted the importance of protecting ideas while embracing the inspiration that comes from others. In the end, the world learned that sometimes the best creations come from unexpected partnerships. Can you imagine the flavors they created together? A delightful blend of rivalry transformed into unity, proving once again that food has the power to bring people together, even in the face of conflict. As we reflect on this remarkable story, we're reminded that innovation is a journey filled with challenges and opportunities. What would you do in this situation? Would you fight for your creation or open your heart to collaboration? The tale of the sandwich trial is not just about food. It's a testament to the human spirit and the creativity that flourishes when we dare to share our ideas. And who knows, perhaps the next great culinary invention will come from an unexpected union of flavors, reminding us all that the kitchen is a place of endless possibility.